Deiveson Figueiredo versus Montel Jackson. Who's going to win this fight? Before we talk about who's going to win this fight, let's take a look at their latest performances in which Deiveson Figueiredo fought Peter Yan, in which both started out very fast until Peter Yan dropped Deiveson Figueiredo in round 3.
Oh, nice uppercut there by Yan.
But then Deiveson Figueiredo dropped Peter Yan in round 4. But it didn't matter because Peter Yan won by decision.
Your turn. No mercy.
After this, Deiveson Figueiredo went on to fight Hagen, in which both started off great in round 1, but then the rest of the fight, since Deiveson Figueiredo got a knee injury in round 2.
Uses the get right on top. Oh, and that is going to do it.
Now let's take a look at Montel Jackson's latest performances, in which he fought Damon Blackshear, in which Montel Jackson knocked out Damon Blackshear in round 1.
Whoa!
Now after this, Montel Jackson went on to fight Daniel Marcos, in which it was a very boring fight. Both started off very slow, there was no action at all, but Montel Jackson won by decision.
Now this fight is going to be a crazy fight, and honestly, I believe that Montel Jackson is being slept on. I understand that he hasn't fought anybody, but he's on a 6-fight winning streak, and since Deiveson Figueiredo is 37 years old and suffered an injury in his last fight against Hagen, this might end up being the perfect fight for Montel Jackson to beat a big name like Deiveson Figueiredo and enter into the top 10. But now let's talk about how this fight's going to play out and who wins this fight. Well, here's the thing. On the feet, I believe it's going to end up being pretty close. Montel Jackson is definitely going to rely on keeping his range and picking his shots wisely to hopefully have success with catching Figueiredo and landing the better shots. But Deiveson Figueiredo is still dangerous, so I believe he's going to use his speed and pressure to get things going and outperform Montel Jackson on the feet. So he's going to stay a lot more busy and he will be the more dominant fighter. And if the fight goes to the ground, well, that's where Montel Jackson can be in big trouble because Deiveson Figueiredo has the wrestling and grappling that he doesn't have. So if Deiveson shoots for a takedown, he's going to get it. And from then on, he could just hold Montel Jackson there, or he can work towards a submission. But like I said, Deiveson Figueiredo does have a couple disadvantages going into this fight, so this fight could actually end up shocking a lot of people. But in the end, I have to go for Deiveson Figueiredo. I believe he's going to win this fight by mixing up the striking and wrestling really good, and in the end, it's going to be him who landed more and who had a lot more control time. And before Deiveson Figueiredo gets on a downhill or retires, I want to see him fight somebody near the top 5 because I still believe he can be a big problem for a lot of guys in the division.